Your voice.
Your voice is breaking. Come again,
Yeah,
David.
because I can hear myself all the time.
Oh, okay.
Let me try again. That's better now.
Okay, fine. Okay, so who is going to start first? Ram Kumar? Okay.
Before we start, how is Gautam?
Yeah.
He is actually badly injured, David.
Uh-huh.
His lower jaw is repaired and
Surgery.
he's been done with maxillofacial surgery and asked him to took rest for 4 weeks. He will not be able to speak for 4 weeks and have solid food for 4 weeks.
Oh, gee. So this was a car accident?
He went in bus and then slipped off from the bus.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, well, just send him greetings from me. That's terrible.
Sure, David.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So now let's get down to business.
Yeah. Maha will be sharing her screen and Ram will present his demo.
Okay.
Okay, so hi David. So I have taken stories in the sprint PEMOB 628 and PEMOB 593. So first one is PEMOB 628. So I want to have an environment switcher so that app can switch in different environment between for used for testing. So let me share my screen. Just a minute.
Wait. No issues. Okay, if you want, you can show English. No. But path you can't show.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see my emulator, David?
Yeah.
This is Android and this is iOS. Emulator is running.
Okay. So as of now, I have placed inside help menu. Just on the so local server issue.
Running is emulator.
Okay. So I have placed inside help menu. You can see. So if I tap long press on that help content, as of now I have kept like if we press on the help content for long press, so we'll be redirected to a menu. So inside that menu, I have placed 3 servers as of now. Inside Dev, I haven't placed any links. For QA and production, I have used the same links. So as of now, I'll just switch over to QA.
Wait. My server is there is an issue with server. I'll reload from here. Wait, I have it in simulator. Move to
Just a minute.
This is not running. This is not connected with that.
I didn't.
Yeah. Now I'm switching over to QA. You can able to see my screen, David?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if I give QA, so the app will reload to the QA environment. As you can see, in QA environment, I haven't downloaded anything. Now I'll switch over to prod again. So you can see in prod environment, I have downloaded lesson 2 and 3.
Okay, cool. All right, so tell me, what are we going to use these environments for? Because, well, I understand that we are going to have testing environments and so on, but when are we going to use which one?
No, this probably we can use different environment. That is, for each and every environment, we need to test how it is working. So that was the suggestion by Monique. Each and every environment we are using is we need to run it in the device. So that was the suggestion given by Monique.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. I realize what sense it has, but I'm just thinking precisely when we are going to use which one. Why do we want to switch between environments?
David, we are going to release the app in the production environment. After the release, if we need to switch the environment,
could you repeat, because I lost you for a moment? So I stopped at we're going to release the app in production environment, and then it stopped.
Okay, David. After releasing the app in the production environment, from our side, if we need to test it in some other environment like QA or dev, we can switch over it. But the user will not be knowing this. Only our development side, we can check it.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be able to live update the app, right? In a way, in this case, is that correct?
Sorry, David, your voice got broken. Can you repeat?
So we are going to be able to live update the app. Is that what it means?
Maybe in that case also we can test it. If we update the server and we can check it from our side by using the switcher.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this makes sense. So if we update the server, then it is going to respond, and we can test it before moving into production. Okay, that's understandable. Thank you.
Yeah. So this was done in both Android and iOS. Do you have any queries, David?
Did you speak to Manik how it is turned on? Because I believe this is quite easy to guess by just. Well,
yes, I understand that this is just for implementation sake. So we can change how we access that menu. That can be changed.
Yeah, we can.
So this is just for implementation, and we haven't got a chance to speak with Manik after that. So
okay.
He's coming. So probably during that time we'll have a discussion on this.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
We can add some password like that, so that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we need to have something harder to guess. So, for example, I don't know, tapping 10 times on help or something like that. So maybe this would be easier. Okay. Yeah. All right. But let's discuss it with Manik.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. So that's all about PEMOB 628, and next one is PEMOB 593. As a developer, I need to redesign the storage path structure. Okay. So. Yeah, here can you see my screen, David?
Yeah.
Okay, if you see the storage path previously, we had saved like through the UID. That is, for an example, epic dev self 1.0.31 lesson 1 unit 1 activity 3 like that. So now we have changed everything, and we'll be saving through IDs. We'll be using the IDs provided in the JSON, and also. Once the app is started, so we'll be provided the folder with the course name PEMOB. So this prod and QA is the environment we are switching, and if you see here, this is the course ID. So inside course ID, we will be having the JSON file and all the downloaded content inside the folder. So the downloaded activities. The folder name will be like the ID of each and every activity. So that's what we have saved inside the folder. So this was done in both Android and iOS.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So going up, so we have 8, D0, E036, etc. So this is the name. This is the ID of this level. or the product?
No, product. Product.
Okay, and so this is okay. So I wonder how we could do that, because so we have prod, then we have the product 8D0E036, and then the one that is currently selected. So 8D0E036 again. This is content. This is a level.
No. That is also the product, David. See, this is one product. See, inside this product, we have JSON file and a folder that contains the downloaded activities. If you want to remove the downloaded content, we'll just simply remove that selected 8D. That folder will remove it.
No, I don't mind that, but I just need to know what the structure is. And the JSON file is this JSON file that we fetch from PEF, right?
Yes.
This is the JSON file that contains the TOC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just thinking what the problems might appear because of that.
No, David, when we are introducing the level JSON separately, instead of this product folder, we'll have a level folder. So inside this product folder, we will have different folders for each levels, and the activities will come inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have the JSON file that is going to that is going to be the TOC, and then we're going to have separate folders. But the problem is that in the future, for every level, we're going to have a separate JSON file.
Yes, David. So so in this, so the folder I have selected is the product folder. Say for example, this is Epic, and inside this it will have level 1, level 2, level 3, and all. So each level will have each separate JSON for it. So there will be multiple JSONs inside here, and multiple folders that contains the activities for it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all about it, David. Do you have any?
Thank you.
Sorry, David?
No, that's fine. All my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Yeah,
okay. Thanks, David.
And then it from next one.
I think you don't have to.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Connecting with them.
Can you cover for Gautam?
Yeah.
I'm trying this.
Okay. Okay. This was. Story number
198.
David, I'll explain 198 Gautam's story. So this was to show the tabbed interface for the home page where the user can see courses, all courses and my courses separately. The story. So I'll just show it now.
Yeah, I remember it well. It was actually finished last time, but there was just one issue that instead of showing levels, he was showing the entire product. So this is the thing that needed to change.
Go to courses. So this will be the default view when the user has not logged in. So now I'll go and log in. So now you can see in My Courses tab, you can see all the levels of the product that he has access to.
And
in all courses, you'll see that whatever the product he has access to.
Okay, so could you go back to My Courses? Okay, so here I have access to all these levels, right? So if I go to level 1, I see no, I can see that there is a call to action row.
Okay.
So I do not have access to this one.
Okay.
So only also miss.
I mentioned in the comment clearly that I am seeing the UI from the front part of it.
Okay, we'll try to fix it in my. Fix it when then explain. So is that, are we taking it as a bug then? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have to reopen the story and link the bug to that story.
Now comes let me to go into the UI part, which has been covered as the mockups. So I have covered like that, and I have mentioned the same in this comment also.
Did you check the description? Okay. Okay, we will take that as a bug and fix it and explain that. Again, I think it will be a spillover.
Okay, let me just see it.
Okay, David, I'll move on to the next one.
All right. So do you want me to add another bug, or maybe let's do it this way. Let's just let me just create a bug for that, so that we don't have a spillover that we do not need to have. So my courses tab lists also the courses that I have not yet unlocked. Okay, related to PEMOB 198. Because it's in it. Okay, so when I enter level 1 or any other level that is listed in my courses, it should be locked. There should be no call to action. Okay, related to my courses should list only those levels that okay. So I'm making it a bug. Is that fine with you, Kalpana?
Yeah, okay, David.
And I put a link to that related to PEMOB 1898. So we can leave it as it is, so closed. And now we're going to have a separate bug for that. That will allow us to avoid a spillover. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll move on to the next one, David. PEMOB 627. As a user, I want scrolling to be disabled when I complete the activities. I'll show the demo. Third one.
Communicate.
Communication.
Second. All the activities are same. Okay.
You can see here, David, the scrolling will be disabled. There won't be any scrollings between the activities.
Okay, cool.
Okay, next one is PEMOB 527. Today we'll be doing it.
Yeah.
So 527 was removing the navigation and tab bar so that the activities will be covering more screen, and also having the close button. On clicking on the close button on the activities, it should close the activity.
No, it should ask you for confirmation.
Okay, yeah. In case of the user has not completed, it will show the alert. In case he has completed and arrived at the scores page, it will close.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
Simulate. You can show it here.
I'll just go. Right now, only this activity has the close event enabled. So now I have not performed the activity. I just opened it, and when I click close, it'll ask me with an alert saying, "Are you sure you want to close the activity?" And your progress will be lost. So if I say no, it will stay in here, and if I say yes, it will get closed. So the same has been done for Android. With Android, even if you press the back button, it will be showing us the alert.
Okay, and now my question is, how, because you said that this has been done only for this particular activity. So what do we need to do in order to have this implemented for our activities?
So all the activities have this js.js file. So in this in that file, Arak could have added some lines of code to message the React Native channel, saying with the name of event and the data to be sent over to it. So if you add the code to all the activities, and all the activities can be able to do this.
Okay, and is it possible that we automatically add these lines to the file when we download it? So we download an activity, right? And we put all the data that is necessary in the file automatically.
No, I don't think we can do it. What we can do is, while we are creating the activity, we can add it on the JS directly and create the activities.
So, okay, no, what I mean is that, well, we download an activity from the server, right, in the app, and the app unzips it, right, uncompresses it, and then we automatically in the app, when this decompression is done, we put the file, all that is necessary in the file. Is that doable?
No, it's I think it won't be possible, because so for each activity the JS will be differing in at least in some amount. So we cannot. So it will be difficult for us to open that file and put it somewhere in the file. We should be putting that code in the appropriate places, right? Otherwise, it will not work.
Even if we do it, it will be locally. It won't be in the server. Only from our system we can run it if we do it locally. If it should be applicable for all the devices, it should be done in the server side. While developing, it should be implemented and uploaded in the server so that everyone can use it.
Okay, so let me tell you why it is problematic. The problem is that when I create an activity in the Avalane tool, I download it as a zip file, which I just put in the server, right? I do not do anything with the zip file. If I need to unzip the file, put all the data that is necessary manually in this file, zip it again, and then put it in the server. Well, as you know, if somebody zips it in an appropriate way, it stops unzipping. So the structure is faulty for us. So this is a huge risk for us to do it this way, to do it manually.
So while Arak was doing it, he was manually opening it and editing them and then zipping them again and sending to server.
Most probably, yes. Yeah. But you know, Arak is a developer. Arak knows what the consequences of zipping things in a wrong way are. But here, activities are going to be created by a vendor who may not realize, who may not care about properly zipping these. So this is a huge trap that we may fall into. So let me think this through. Okay, let me think this through how we're going to resolve that. But I think that we should consider just injecting some code into this file, some string into the file, so that we could do that automatically. I think this would be much better and much safer for us.
Okay.
Because what we actually do when we download the activity, we need to unzip it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So we unzip it, and then we could this eliminates the risk that somebody zips it in the wrong way. Okay.
Okay.
We'll try it from outside because while loading the HTML file, the JS will be called automatically. At that time, if we go and edit, it won't do it.
While downloading itself, we should.
It should be there.
We'll also try to discover the possibilities of that David. So we'll see if that would be feasible from our side. So
yeah, and I'm adding a spike, right, for that. As a user, as a developer, I want to investigate if I can manipulate the JS file after downloading an activity. Okay, thank you.
Next one, 64. Let's go to this.
yeah. So
64.
the 64 spike 64 is for enabling the user to switch between the activities using the next button on the final scores page. So if it does another activity inside the same lesson, on tapping the next, you should be able to open the next activity. So that was the spike.
Yeah, and it's not complete, and it is not going to be completed probably this month. So because Arek has been moved to another project, he does not have time to help us that extensively. But I learned yesterday that Arek is going to finish the project at the end of February. So it is possible that after this end of February, we could get him back, and then we could finish this.
Okay, David. Next one is PEMOB 626. Venus. As a developer, I want the Avelian engine to be stored in the binary so that I do not need to download it in every package. As David, Arik has implemented that in lesson 3 communication folder. While unzipping it, only this communication activity will be not having the engine folder, as while opening here, I'm showing here, the engine folder will be present before entering into the activity. It will be downloaded while we are in the first levels event, so that the engine folder will be kept outside. In what I'll show where the third activity. Which one is that? This activity will be not having the engine folder, as we have placed it in outside of the every activity can.
I lost you. Okay. All right. I think I know what you meant because I lost you for a moment. But okay, so can I test it? Can I add a few activities and remove the engine folder so that I could see how it works?
Yes,
Yes.
David.
Yeah.
You can check it, David.
All right. Thank you. Okay, I'll do that.
In the engine, yes, to put the JS.
It's the width. If you remove the engine folder, you have to edit the index.html.
To direct it to the correct engine path.
You have to give the reference to the engine path.
Okay, so please send me the instructions how I should do that. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
In that case, you have to unzip it, edit it, and then zip it again.
Yeah, I know. I just realized it. So the same story. So we need to do the spike in order to see whether we can do that automatically. Okay.
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 This is a pretty bad.
Maybe you can show the list of
Your sharing screen.
Already I have shared through the email.
do you have it in the, have you attached that in the story? You can add it as a comment, your findings.
I'm not able to finish it tomorrow. The accident testing is in progress, and I could not able to finish it. Yesterday I was absent. So it's in progress. I tried to complete it by today, and probably I'll show the list of bugs tomorrow. And I will have a list in the Jira as well. And I explain all this in tomorrow's Scrum.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So do you want to take it as a spillover or
I will try to finish it today itself.
today and add it as a comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will stay there till 8 months.
Okay. And I guess 2 of Ram's story is also in testing. Testing is not completed yet, right?
Yeah, due to server problem.
Okay. So due to the server problem, testing for few of the stories has not yet completed the width. So he will cover those testing as well by end of day, and I'll update you once done, so that you can give a complete sprint in Jira. Would that be okay?
Absolutely. And sorry for the PEV server. Well, as I said, yesterday we had a very heated discussion on that, and I told them no. Well, I forgave you 2 times that the QA server was broken, but not the 3rd time. Please move me to staging so that we can do it properly. So I have already received client ID plus password and the key to just connect to the staging. But there is a problem with these credentials, so they are now trying to figure out how to do that on their own. And once this is a result, I'm going to send you the credentials, and we're going to start using staging. That should be much more stable in comparison to the QA that we have been using so far. Okay?
Okay.
Because this is unacceptable that we sometimes, without any warning, the server breaks down and we cannot do anything, and we need to stop the development. This is absolutely crazy and unacceptable. So this is the thing that is happening right now. So sorry about that.
That's okay, David. Okay, so moving on, 531.
Okay. Tick mark is missing for selected language on native language screen. I'll show the demo here. I'll select the language. You can see the tick mark, and again if I enter, as you mentioned in the comment, the tick mark should be present here. And if I select some other, it will be here. David, any query regarding this?
No, but didn't we have a story in which we are supposed to automatically set the language on the basis of the locale?
No,
David, it's already done.
Yeah.
While entering this register page, first we'll be having our current device local language here.
Yeah, it was done already.
So there was nothing when you entered this this view. There was nothing. So could you close it and open it again?
Yes, David, sure.
No, David, first time when the user opens that language page, see, the language will be selected according to the device locale. See, as soon as when the user changes the language, then from the next time onwards, the user preferred language will be shown.
So if you tap create an account,
Okay.
Now
tap create an account.
No,
this was the last selected language.
Yeah, last selected language by the user.
Okay.
If you open the app for the first time and go to create account, it will fetch your native from local from the device.
Okay, and now if you open the list of languages.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and it is not yet closed, right? Or it's closed? You need to test this?
Yeah, now only the server.
Okay.
According to the comment, I worked it again.
Oh,
Again, he will
okay.
test it.
Just retesting has to be
Yes.
done. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. 533.
It's closed. Stop. It's there. Okay, it shows the limit. Regarding 533.
This thing is below there.
It's done. It's all done. It's not
Oh, it was the bug in backlog and it got fixed when
Yes.
we do other.
Yes.
Okay.
That was something.
Okay, just explain.
Okay,
this,
one
the
second.
bug
I'll show the
and-
limit. David, regarding 533, case sensitive searching strings. If I give on PNG, it will list the languages according to the search result.
Mhm.
It's case sensitive. It should not be the case sensitive.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can see again, we get the same result.
Thank you.
Okay. And then 363.
I tried, but I couldn't find the solution for 363.
Oh, that's bad.
I'll take this offline without taking it in the sprint, and I'll try to fix it.
So this is the one that I start downloading a lesson in the unit view, and then I enter the lesson view, and I can still see that it's downloading. Is this the story?
No, this is in the page where you see the list of units. So when you tap unit downloading icon, and then just try to open another unit by just tapping somewhere in the middle. The whole page will get refreshed, and the icons, the last click, the downloading icon will disappear, and the cloud icon will come again.
Cloud to download and clicking on it to simply stops the download. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, so we're not going to put that in the next sprint? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'll
So how are you going to work on that?
because we have taken so much time for it, but so I don't want to put that over there again. So I'll just take it offline and try to fix it.
Even try to fix it or fix it.
Fix it.
But I would still insist on having that in the next sprint. I see no reason why we would not put that. If you're working on that, let's have a reflection of that in the sprint.
Okay then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what he meant is he will take it as an extra bug and then you work on it in addition to your sprint work. It's okay.
Okay, that's fine, but I would still prefer to have it in the sprint if you don't mind, because well, then I can see what you are working on, right? Well, I'm going to tell you about the feedback that I heard from Alex. So this is why I would prefer to do that. So if you don't mind, let's put it in the sprint.
Sure, okay, David, no problem.
Okay, so 539 shake text overlap with the images in footer. Do we have the device ready, build ready?
No. Yeah.
Just not like that because we'll just run it on the device and
Okay, meantime, can we cover other stories? You check, see. Just a minute, Damit.
Okay. In the meantime, Kalpana, did you count the story points, the velocity for the next sprint?
For the next sprint, I'm still working on it, David. So far, around 24 points.
24, right?
Yeah, 20. Just a minute, David.
Okay. But my question is whether we are going to have the sprint planning now after this call or not.
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Okay, that's fine.
I'll send out the schedule, David. 539. Okay, so Maha is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Sheikh, you can proceed.
539 this.
Okay.
So 539, the issue was the tab bar alignment was not proper on the devices. So now you can see this is we connected the device in QuickTime. So you can see now the alignment has been fixed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Thank you.
So do we have everything in the latest build?
Yes.
In 540. 540.
Okay, anything else is pending?
But you mean the latest build, so the one that is already on test flight?
No, we have not uploaded anything to test flight.
Okay.
Certain things are still need to be completed for the complete app to work.
Okay.
All right. So is there a chance that you put a new version on test flight today or tomorrow?
For the sprint, you mean, or you want for any demo purpose?
Oh, well, I'd say that for both.
Okay.
Because, well, you know, the problem is that these icons, these overlapping icons, look terrible, right? And everybody can see them right now. So I haven't received a new version for a long time. So that would be perfect if we could have one. Just share your thoughts. If there are any problems with that, just let me know, because I need to know what the status is.
No, the thing is that the scan part is completely left out, so it will not work. Any scan will not be working.
Okay.
So other than that.
Okay, no other questions. Okay, so all right, so we need to stick to the build that we are having right now.
If you're worried about the alignment, we can just put that fix on the dev branch, and we can give you a build so that you can use for demos.
That would be great. If it does not break other things, let's do it this way, because, well, I need it for testing purposes. Well, because I have been showing the app to many people, and I always need to tell them, you know, these icons are misaligned, but we're fixing that. This is terrible, because everybody can see this, and everybody complains about that. So the sooner we fix it, and the sooner I receive a build that does not have this, let's say, feature, I'm gonna be much better with that.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll put that fix on the dev branch, and we'll give you a build.
Cool, thank you. And are there any other things that are from this build that you could put there? So let me just see. Unlocking groups in course players. No, I don't need that right now. Top navigation bar and no scrolling. Would it be possible for you to put these two in the next build?
Yeah, okay, David.
David, can you please share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
We are moved to backlog grooming
So,
now, right?
5 to 7. 6 to 7.
5 to 7, right? And 6 to 7.
5 to 7 and 539. So these three things you want on that. Okay.
No, 6 to 7, 5 to 7, and
539.
5 to 9. Exactly. Exactly. You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need them urgently, right? The other ones are very important, but I do not need them urgently because I do not need them for testing purposes, or I do not need them for demo purposes. But these three are very important for me for demo purposes.
Okay.
Okay. So apart from these, we have few stories from ARIC which are still in progress. Valliyappan, do you want to share anything on ARIC story?
All the stories are comment with that. Each story we can go and see in the comments which I have mentioned there. It is clearly understandable.
Okay. For one issue, I guess he's waiting on David's.
Not David's, actually, that is that blob.
Can you?
It should be actually.
Is that 621?
I think it is a blob story.
No.
Okay, so let's go through Alex stories and let's see what we can do about that. So as for 585, this is blocked by 621, so not being able to maximize the video in the activities. Well, even though I understand that this is blocked by, I would still remove this link here, and I would go ahead with the testing and with acceptance of this story, because all the other features of this work fine. So let's close it.
Okay, keeping that one bug open, we are closing the story.
No, we are removing this is blocked by. We are removing this issue link.
Okay.
Because these are two separate things. The fact that videos open, well, they do not maximize is a completely separate thing from fill-in activities. Because this bug with video files may appear in fill-in activities, in single choice activities, multiple choice activities, and all other activities. This is an accident. This is, well, an accident that this one appeared in this particular activity. So I'll remove the link, and this will allow us to close 585. Would that be fine?
David, Arik said me that he will be using a new player for activities. He added for audio player, and for video player he didn't do anything. So I'm not very sure about video, how it will be playing. The last video player which we have now is not maximizing on full screen, but it is not also playing when it is in small size.
Yeah. So this is, I would say that this is a separate bug. This is a separate bug, and we have a bug here, 621.
Okay.
And this is only accidentally related to 585. Because if Alex did not put this particular video file in the activity, it wouldn't appear in 585.
Okay.
So we're going to keep 621, right? This is still going to be open because it hasn't been resolved. Okay. But I would close 585, remove the link so that these two are not related.
Okay, David.
Yeah?
Okay. Fine, David.
Okay, so I'm removing the link. Yeah. And now this is ready for testing, and all subtasks are closed, and we can go ahead with the testing and with closing it. And actually, I would close it simply because I tested it out a number of times, and there is a minor bug in new activities, but this is not related with the activities that you're going to test. So just, Valipan, if I may, I would close it now.
Okay,
May I do that?
Okay, no problem, David. You can.
Okay. What happened to my clothes and my gun and all that stuff? Okay. How can I close it?
Valipan, yeah, Valipan can do it, I guess. Can you open the...
Shall I close it?
Yeah, I can move to done. I can move it to done. Yeah.
Done.
We can mark it as done. Now, yeah, it's done. Did it.
Okay. As a content producer, I want to have a design pack for drag and drop activity so that this activity looks fine on mobile devices. And this is slightly more problematic because I haven't had a chance to play with these activities. So, well, for the time being, I would keep it as a spillover because I need to test it. I'm sure about this one, but I'm not sure about this one.
Okay.
So let's leave it as a spillover. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay. As a developer, I want to have an environment switcher. This is ready for testing, so this is not for AREC. Right. Let's go back to AREC's tasks. Remove score. This is all done. So this is going to be a spillover for AREC, and this is going to be a spillover for AREC. No other spillovers from AREC. This one needs to be a spillover because this one needs to be fixed. And this needs to be fixed on both Android, where it does not maximize. It also needs to be fixed on iOS, where it is always maximized. And this is also unacceptable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the description and so that this needs to be fixed. Okay?
Okay. And how about 624, David?
624.
Yeah.
I want the player to... Oh, this is ready for testing. I also confirm, I also could see activities that implemented the new player, and I did like it. And can I be a question? It is not working. But what are we talking about here? This is, okay, so the comments here.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about a video player, and this story was about the audio player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the audio player is working fine.
That's one minor bug. No mute icon in audio player. That's why.
Yeah.
It will open. Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. So let me put a comment. Mute icon is not necessary. Done. Sorry about that. Because I discussed it with AREC, and we decided that due to time limits, we're not going to implement the mute icon. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So.
No, not here. Yeah. Okay, so this one.
It's not necessary. Okay. So, do we want to close 640 as well, David, or
Yeah. Just please.
let that be backlog?
No. Let's please close it.
Okay.
It
So,
is blocked by 6.
Which means we are just descoping 640, right?
640 is 640 is which?
The bug. Mute icon for the player. That's the bug.
Yes, we can close this one as well.
Okay, I'll just mark it as out of scope and closing the issue.
So which one are you going to mark out of scope?
640.
Okay, but it's in the backlog, so it's not in the sprint.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, then.
Okay, I'm just putting the comment here. Mute icon is not necessary. Good. But I like this one, 641. This is not going to be fixed now, but this is a nice this is a nice remark here. So let's leave it here. Okay, but 640 can be closed, and thanks to that we can close the one related to the player. Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to have two spillovers from Arek, namely not being able to maximize and drag and drop. Okay.
Okay. Fine, David.
Okay. Right. So okay. So, but I'm not closing the sprint right now, am I?
Yes, David. We will do it by end of today. Once Valium confirms.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Do we need to pause the demo and switch it to QA?
Is that applicable for testing? Okay, let's take it offline. So now can we proceed with backlog grooming?
We can close that story.
Yeah, he'll close it offline. No issues. We will discuss and then we can close it offline. So I think we can move on to backlog grooming now, and tomorrow we can have retro as we don't have time today.
Okay, no problem. Right. So two things. First of all, I need to put a lot of order into Jira because I realized that I neglected it a lot because of the other project, the Parents App project, and well, this has taken so much time of mine that only now can I go back to this project and get fully engaged in it. So sorry about that. I got some feedback from Arek that I'm not active on Jira enough. So that's what I'm going to catch up with. So that's why I wanted to close as many tasks from Arek as possible. So I'm going to continue that so that we go back to the order that we used to have at the beginning, right? So sorry about all that. But I was really heavily occupied by another project, and this was an overkill. But the project is finishing right now. Part of it, first milestone, the biggest one. So I hope that it's going to improve in the next sprint. Okay.
Okay, then.
All right. So let's go to the backlog. So I put the tasks in the order I would like them to be completed. So icons and titles of tab bar elements are still misaligned. So this is PEMOB 539. So we can close this one immediately, right? Because I wanted it to be here just to remember about it. So I'm deleting it. All right, so then we have removing downloaded content does not work. And I do not know anything about it. I remember you told me that if you share a new build with me, this one is not going to work. So I thought that it would be good to simply repair it.
Yes, David. So we'll be taking it as it was the plan. So now that we have completed the file storage, now we can take this up.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so let's do it this way. So yeah, so let's estimate it.
Moving down.
Okay, so in this case, the color change, everything we can take. as of now, that old removed downloaded content, just referring that arrays. We need to change.
You can link that. You can link it perhaps. There are already bugs for that, I guess.
Oh yes, yes, that's what
We'll just link it to this and.
In the
save it.
backlog?
Yeah.
Okay. Number?
Just see.
no, all the removed downloaded will take inside that because
513.
Oh.
scan, except that scan port will
536. 513.
it is 3.6.
513, 536.
One more was there, 548.
48.
You can just link it to the same points.
1 minute. Or those bugs? 513. Okay. Everything is bug, right?
Yes. 536, 513.
And what is 654 then?
No, he has added it today. The width is added it.
Correct.
Just for.
Or maybe we can estimate all these separately, all three
No, it is
separately,
already estimated.
and then we can work on them, right? How about that? Where is 513?
Which one?
We have estimated all those three related bugs,
513.
Ram.
No, because remove download content, we take it as everything because it will fix out everything except that scan bot will fix out everything.
And you will just link these
Yes.
bugs without the estimation, right? Without the 3 points.
Or
536.
we'll give estimation for
654. 654 will estimate and remove the estimate for these three.
Other three,
Yeah.
you just link them. Okay, fine.
Yes.
David, there are 3 more bugs in backlog which is related to that. Related to 654. So what the team suggesting is we will link all those 3 under 654 and add the estimation only for 654.
No problem at all. So let's put the links. So related to, and could you tell me what these are?
513.
Could you repeat?
513.
513.
536.
536.
548.
548. Right?
Yeah. Yes. So the estimation for 654 would be 5 points.
5 points.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this?
Okay, 513. Just let me see what they are related to. Color change. Okay, understood. 536. 536. Okay, good. And 548. Okay, understood. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I just removed the estimation from those related 3 bugs, David.
Okay, so this one encompasses all 4 actually.
Yes, if 6 to 4 is done, then all 3 will be completed. 654.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Next one.
This is the one that came from Gautam. So this is the one that related to Gautam's task. But honestly, I would say that this is less important for me because we are still not releasing a new build with this functionality. So I think that we can pick something more important, I'd say, at this point for me. So
we'll also we'll be having the levels JSON also separately, right? So in that case, some logic will also change so that we can take this up after the final changes have come from the backend.
Good. Okay, let's do it this way then. So I'm going to assign a lower priority. and then you put it down. Okay, even below APIs, etc. Okay, good. All right, so then we have this one. As a test, I want to check if the app behaves properly on iPhone 10 simulator.
Okay. Is this going to be a testing task, David, just to list out the gaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that we can put all the bugs on Jira and then we can fix them if necessary. I can, well, and that's why I put this simulator, because I know that you don't have an access to a device. And when I receive a list from Valipan, I will just check it against the real device so that I can confirm all of them, that they actually happen on the real device. And I will add more if there are any.
Okay. So my question would be like whether we need to take it as a new feature or as a task.
I put it as an improvement, actually.
Yeah, okay. I'm improving. Fine, David.
Can we test it?
Because we're not going to make any changes in the code. Can be testing task, like for the accessibility.
Okay, David, it would be appropriate if we have it as a testing task instead of improvement story. Maybe when we work on the identified bugs, we can have them as a improvement story.
Okay, so I'm adding as a task, right?
Yeah.
No problem. Are we estimating it? Are we estimating it then?
No, David.
Okay. All right. Then we have another story that is going to be thrilling. Namely, the problem is that in activities that when we complete an activity and we tap submit, the app crashes. And I spoke to Arek, and Arek told me that we should run the app on debug, in debug mode. And so run dev version of the app, run console log in activity detail in the place where scores event is received. And he put a whole function here. If there is some score data in the event data parameter, it would point to React Native, not the design pack. Because the first thing that we need to determine is whether this crash is related to React Native or the design pack. So in order to learn that, we need to start with these steps. So I would like somebody to take these steps and come back with the result.
Can we?
No, actually, we faced this issue once. David, did you face this issue recently or?
Yeah, recently, in the build that I have right now.
Okay.
Let me see. Well, you can test it against your versions, because this might be the version. This may be related to the fact that I have a very old build, right? Because I have the build that comes from TestFlight. I believe that it's a few days old. So please test it against your version, because this may not appear. But please test it against activity in unit 1, lesson 1. There is just one activity. Testing again, that's what it's called.
Are we taking it?
Okay. Can maybe take the spike. We just need to identify what causes the issue, so we can take this as a spike.
David, can we take this as a spike?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this is a task, so we're not estimating it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 652. As a user, I want the app to properly handle missing activities so that I can still download the rest of the lesson. Because, well, as you could see yesterday, if I made a mistake and I put a link to an activity that was not found on Blob, the app could not complete the download of this lesson. So we should properly handle that because such things may happen. So in such case, my suggestion is that currently when I download the lesson and there is a faulty package or package missing in the lesson, the app will not download, extract the whole lesson. So my idea is that it should download and extract the packages that are available in the server. And if there are any problems with any packages, we should put an error label on the right of the title of the activity. So we should download all these and we should unzip them. But if there is a problem with one of them, we need to just put the label error and but the rest should play fine.
When you're downloading entities, if any one of the entities got unzipped, okay, like we got yesterday, in that case, only for the activity, you should display the error, some label over there, and the other activity that you create.
Unless we complete downloading and activity, it won't be redirected.
When the user presses on unit download icon, that time it will download lesson 1, lesson 2. But in that case, if lesson 3 is the executable case, it will stop over there.
That's not the case, right? You should skip it and continue the other files.
We click on home it when after completing all the things we are going to redirect. Then in that case, what would be doing? It won't be complete.
Also, we should not stop over there. We should skip the file, error file, and continue downloading the other.
If the user clicks on the which one is not accepted,
You should not redirect it. That's because of that. That's
we
what
placing the download icon again.
No.
Then
Only for that activity will show as error. See, there is a 3 or 4 activities over here. So for whichever activity we don't have the file downloaded properly, we will put the error label here. Like,
instead of cloud icon, we will bring the error.
the activity will not have any cloud icon. This should go away.
How the user will know that it's not inside
That's what we should here. We should say error. Other activity should be playable.
In that case, cloud icon will be doing the same. For unit also, for rest also.
Because it's downloaded and doing file.
Here will be displayed. There will be cloud icon on the left, and also in lesson unit is also unit icon will have ID.
That's what if there's error, and if he downloads, if he wants to try again, he has to remove the contents and then download it.
Ask if it is okay, the user tries to remove the download. Then he download it. Until or unless he removes it, the error will be remain the same. For like downloading lesson, he has to remove all the users and again ask whether it is fine.
So in that case, if you're showing error for, say, for example, only one activity which has not been downloaded properly,
Correct.
the user removes all the content, only then he will be able to download it again. He will not be
Exactly.
able to download the activity separately.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I thought about was that, well, displaying this error label would be awful. So how about putting a strike through on the title of this activity? Would that be better for you? So there's no error label, but there is a strike through on the name of this activity?
On second, you mean in the inside the lessons page where we list all the activities? We need to strike out the activity name.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. In order to show that there is something wrong with this activity, because it is not going to open because there is a strike through on that. But this is going to look more elegantly than having an error, huge error, well, red error there. No.
Okay. Maybe instead. Okay, that is fine. We can UI can be changed.
Okay. All right. So let me update the description. So we should put strike through the faulty activity in order to download
David, if the lesson has only one activity, is it enough to strike out the activity name, or we need to strike out the lesson name as well?
No, just the activity, just the activity. So if there is just one activity and it is faulty, we just strike through just this one activity. We do not do anything to the lesson name.
Okay.
Any other questions? Can we estimate?
Can you fetch the error from which you are fetching? Which activity?
You can get it from the cache. Error you are getting, right? From the cache you are getting the error. Error in deleting this file, unable to use it. Like the part you will be looking at.
This will be, you'll get the which index we can get. Which
index it's not
okay,
getting.
that wonderful index. So we can find which activity is not downloaded properly, right? Okay, in that case we need to put that callback and we need to toss that ID to that there, and while redirecting and all we should not redirect.
We should not allow it to redirect.
We should redirect there. 5.7.
Oh.
Because we need to handle it everywhere. So wherever we need to stop it before it redirects, we need to check if it contains. In so many places, we need to put a check.
Okay. All right. Okay, another thing is that as a developer, I want to determine the model data behind lesson and activity QR codes so that they can be printed in the book, right? So sometime soon we will be creating QR codes that open particular places in the TOC, right? So we have this mechanism, right, that I scan a QR code and I can see I'm taken to a particular place in the table of contents at the lesson level, right? And I can download an activity and then I can open it. So we are soon going to create QR codes that are going to open this particular place in the activity, in the table of contents. And we need to know what data we need to put behind these QR codes. This is the thing that we discussed yesterday at the daily stand-up, when we discussed the queries you had about backend, right? So I think that we should finally determine what the data should be. At this moment, as far as I remember, this is it, right? So this is the one activity, yeah. So level 2, unit 1, lesson 1, right? Something like that. So we need to finally make a decision what they should look like. I don't mind this one. I don't mind this one. If you want to stick to this one, just let me know, right? But let's think this through. Let's discuss it properly. What I'm going to do is at the planning session, I will give you a demo of how TOC is built in the barbecue tool, so that you know why I put these names level 2, unit 1, lesson 1, etc. Right? So you need to understand how I build the TOC and how it is going to be built, so that you may change the decision about what this should look like. Right? So somebody who's going to work on that, will need to get in touch with me so that I can give you the demo of how this TOC is created.
Okay, David.
We want to take this as a story or as a sprint? Task. David, can we have the type as task for 651?
No problem.
David,
Okay.
are you getting late? If so, then we can cover the rest tomorrow.
You mean with this refinement, etc., right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, of course, of course. All right, so we're going to have, we're not going to have the daily Scrum meeting, right? We're just going to have, so maybe let's start a bit earlier. How about this one? Because as you can see, I'm having a call tomorrow. Let me see, so tomorrow is Wednesday.
2 o'clock.
But I can move it. Let me move it.
9:30. His time is 9:30.
Okay. All right. So instead of the daily, we're going to have a continuation of sprint of backlog refinement and sprint planning, right?
So,
That would
8:30
be
or
12:30. Yeah. Otherwise, we can have it at 9:30 your time. Would that be okay, David?
9:30 my time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, no problem. But I need to go back with this one. Sorry. So let me put it back to 9. Okay. All right. So 9:30 is fine with me.
Okay. Okay, David. I'll cancel tomorrow's daily and then I'll schedule the review. The planning session.
No problem. No problem at all.
Okay. Okay, David.
All right.
Let's meet tomorrow then. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, David.